Alex, we're down here at the White's Hotel in Bolton, Bolton's football ground, let's say. Now, you're a man who's done everything. You've been a professional fighter yourself, you've been a coach for many a year now, but this, am I right, is your first as a professional promoter?
Yeah, we've got lads coming through the gym. I've always gone to Steve Wood with fighters. Some of my fighters have also ended up being managed by other people at times in the gym. And Oliver always said to me, just get your manager's license. So I got that. And then obviously some of my lads have been getting managed by other guys still, or on other shows, or I'm asking Steve saying, I only want ticket sellers. And some of my guys, they're not ticket sellers. So I took a dangerous risk. Everyone were telling me I'm crazy who's in the business, who knows the business. Like Steve Lillis and people are like, you must be a madman. But I just thought, you know what, give it a try.
Well, tomorrow night, I should say, majority of the fighters on there are trained by you, and about 60% of them are actually managed by you as well.
Yeah, there's something like that. I think it might be, it's around 50% probably. Yeah. I think it's 4, so I think 5 might be trained, or 4, I can't remember. The bill's changed that much. But just the insight on the show has been just different, knowing now what, the completely different look at promotions and managers.
I think it's a little bit unfair to judge it in this era where we are now because of COVID. Everything's up in the air, everything's crazy, everything's 10 times harder than it normally is.
Yeah.
But to get what you've managed to do here and get an 8-card fight on, it's quite an amazing achievement in the current climate.
Yeah, we've got 2 international opponents and managed to get 6 UK opponents. So everyone's battling for UK opponents. I think there's been 52 boxing shows in England just this month, which is a remarkable number, something like that.
Well, listen, I think you've got 3 kids making their debut on the show tonight, have you?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah,
you got Mikey Young,
yeah.
Great story, Mikey Young,
Really
we'll talk
good.
about him in a minute.
Yeah.
You've got 2 kids that are not your fighters,
Yeah.
they're managed by Curtis Gagano.
Yeah.
We've got Luke Vaughan
Yeah.
and James Albert, they're making their debuts. But we've got Jack Flatley. Now,
Yeah.
Jack should have fought on Steve Wood's show a few weeks ago. Through everything that's happened, it fell through, couldn't happen. So we put him on your show, and hopefully we've got a good match here. The weighing's about to be done.
Yeah.
But you've not matched him easy for him to return into the ring after nearly 2 years out.
Yeah, he's got Peter Kramer from Hungary. The thing is with Jack, he needs fights to get up for. He's had nearly 100 fights now altogether. He's biting at it, and he's had everybody in boxing who knows Jack Flatley knows he deserves it more than many. Without being biased, he deserves it. I've had coaches messaging me from around the country today saying, good luck with the show. I really hope Jack, it's a good opportunity for Jack to get back out. People are saying only the best of luck for Jack. He deserves it. He trains hard. Everyone I speak to mentions.
If he can put on the performance we hope he can put on.
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah, because like I said, the good kids have beat this lad. But I mean, he started his career tremendously. I think he won his first 8 fights.
Oh, he's a good fighter. He's tough.
Well, his first blemish on his record was in this stadium.
Yeah, I know, I just said it to
against
him,
Peter Madonna, when he ended up a draw.
Yeah.
And I know Peter was really upset at the time with the decision.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a fair result, actually.
Yeah, no, Peter's a good fighter. He's a nice guy. I've just been chatting to him and making sure he's all right, he's comfortable, he's enjoying his stay again. And obviously he's got good memories of being last time here, but I've been watching Jack Flatley improve even through the lockdown. He got a broke foot with Fowler, he's shadowboxing on his knees, you can't keep him out of the gym.
But I spoke to Jack, I'm going to speak to him later on, but even though he's not fought for 2 years near enough, he has been in camp on 3 separate occasions for fights that didn't happen. So I presume if anyone's going to be ready for this return, Jack's going to be the man.
We're probably going to have to put him in a cage like Conor and then unlock the cage when the fight, because he's really, he's had some He's had some issues in the past. I got COVID for the Metcalf fight. He broke his foot in the Fowler fight. 2 weeks ago he was on the bill topping it and struggled last minute to get a replacement, you know, which has ended up being a bit of a blessing because now all his stable mates are fighting, and we have quite a tight community at our gym, and the team's quite tight, you know, so there are, you know, Liam from Ireland, he's dead tight with Mike, who's dead tight with Jack, who's dead tight with Liam, who's dead tight with Taiwu and Rob.
So you know, it's going to be a special night.
It's a very special
night.
night. So to be honest, the way I look at it now is, you know what, it's worked out for the better for us. It really has. Yeah.
Well, you just mentioned one of your fighters, a Nigerian kid who's been training with you now for about the last 8 months.
Yeah.
He's come to you with a great record, 9 wins, 6 KOs. Again, you've matched him hard. He's in with a kid who's got 14 wins on his record, and he stopped 13 of them.
Yeah, he fought Terry Flanagan.
He's a
good kid. Taiwu you know, I don't want to just put a show on full of just, you know, the A sides winning, the B sides losing. You can look at it before you. I wanted to put a show on that has some excitement, you know, in there, and we've got 2 excitable international fights. You know, people don't want to bring the internationals in either because it costs a lot of money. It has cost a lot of money. This show's cost a lot of money, but we've tried to bring as much of the public in, the sponsorships. We're trying to drum up as much interest, you know, for a special occasion. So we need them fights so people come and say, that fight with Jack Flatley or that fight with Jack Taiwu. We want people coming back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously people will be able to watch all the weigh-ins. I'll be uploading them later on. But there's one person I just want to touch on because he's one of those stories that always makes me smile. What I love about boxing, and perhaps what makes your gym such a special place, is Mikey Young. Mikey Young came to you 10 years ago, a fat, shy lad, and now he's making a professional debut.
Yeah, exactly. To be honest, you know, we've had Commonwealth champions, we've had national amateur champions, we've had lads box for England. That's what we've done over the years. But to be honest, nowadays I look at it and I just see like the life-changing experiences more and more. And guys like Mikey is, you know, and I've watched that happening over the years, and it's probably one of the best things I have seen change. You know, a kid who's admitted he used to get bullied at school. He didn't have any friends, you know, and you see how tight the gym is. You're going to hear them all when Mikey fights tomorrow.
Yeah, there's almost a noise for him in there.
And this is a kid who used to probably walk to school on his own and walk home on his own. It's a kid who probably never got invited to the birthday parties, and he's going to walk out tomorrow having his professional debut in the best shape of his life, physically and mentally. And you know, I've got a feeling the place is going to erupt. You know, and 10 years ago he'd have never ever dreamed of that happening. You know, so if anything's a success, that's a success
just for that
in itself.
For me, even that one fight, even though we've mentioned everything else. Tough fight for Jack Flatley, Taiwu, an unknown quantity. We know the kid can bang, and we could go through them all, but we haven't got time to. But for me, just that is it's a story that boxing produces all the time, but your gym produces these type.
It's an inspiration, and hopefully there's going to be kids in this room tomorrow. We've managed to donate. We've had some good donations. We bought tickets for the kids in Newbury. We've helped set up another boxing gym in Newbury. We've donated.
Isn't that the one that Jack helped coach?
Jack coaches there. He come through there. Lots of names have come through there. Jack Cullen's been there. Robin White's been there. There's been many boxers through there, and we've donated tickets to kids there who've probably never been a boxing show, only just probably been introduced to boxing. They're going to come and watch people like Jack, or kids at my gym who come in, and they're probably going to watch Mikey and be so inspired. You know, this is going to be not just for Mikey, but for a lot of people in that crowd, even the keep fitters who've come my gym for different reasons.
Well, in fact, you've one guy going to be working in the corner there who did come as a keep fitter, and that's Phil Robinson.
He loves it.
Phil, amazing kid. Another brilliant story. That, you know, what again that boxing produced. Even though he's not in the ring, his life experience has totally changed now.
We've got a massive amateur team at Halliwell ABC. We're doing well. We had 2 fights last week, 2 wins. You know, and it's not just all about how many you can win. Philly's changing lives with us. Upstairs, he's running a good community, and our team, we've got a load of good kids coming through, and it's just good to see. He's confident, he's running a good team, everyone's buzzing, you know, he's doing brilliant. He's another success story, and I think a lot of them sometimes are better than sometimes winning the major titles. Like I say, I've been there, I've had the major titles, and we've been in big fights, but I actually do enjoy stuff like this. Is more meaningful for me, you know, I really do. And if the titles come, brilliant, you know, I know we can produce them, but just seeing events like this unfold is, you know, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, well, like I say, it seems to be the right step for you, the natural progression, isn't it, from everything you've done. Like you say, this is the only thing that you haven't done is put on a professional show, and from what I've seen already, it seems like it's going to be a cracking night on Sunday. Is there going to be any tickets? Can people still be able to buy them?
Yeah, so there's still tickets. There is still tickets available. They can contact me through social media or Elite Boxing. Obviously, the fighters need to switch off now, but if anyone needs tickets, let us know. We want to fill this place out. We just want the roof coming off, especially like for Mikey, Ty, who's never boxed in England. You know, everything's still new to him. You know, he's coming out with a Wanderers football top, I think, if the officials were all right with it.
Sometimes you don't allow that though, do you?
If the officials are all right, but one of the lads bought him one at the gym, and you know, he's part of the family, and you know, we just want a good special occasion. The more the merrier, the more energy.
Yeah, he's definitely. Elite is one huge family, mate, and they're all going to be here tomorrow night, and I'm going to be here filming it, and I'm really looking forward to it. Like you said, you've put some good bouts on here, so and good luck for tomorrow night.
I just want to say thanks to Steve Wood. Obviously, Steve used to promote me. We used to do Sunday shows, and I never realised how hard it is. And sometimes people might say, you know, think Steve's not doing this or not doing that, but I've sat behind the scenes and he does everything to help his fighters. You know, he really, really does endless work. And I'm quite proud to be part of his promotion. You know, he's one of the busiest promoters in the country. There's no one else I'd want to be, you know, doing it next to, and I'm just happy that he's given us the opportunity, and you know, he's worked with us. And
everything goes well tomorrow night. Is this something that you're going to be continuing with?
Yeah, as long as it's quite stressful, but yeah, I'm sure we will. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's aging me a little bit, but yeah, definitely, it's something that if I'm in the boxing, I'm in with both feet and both hands. So yeah.
Right, Alex, I'll see you tomorrow night, mate.
Thanks,
Take
Lee.
care. Bye.
For all boxing info, news, and latest interviews, amateur and pro across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.